Welcome to Corona Park. My name is Urmain Dormoy, better known as Urmain Dormoy. People call me Urmain because my name is actually a French name, Urmain Dormoy. It's French, but back in school days they could not pronounce the Urmain, so that's where the Urmain came from, and then the Urmain became my artistic name. I started using it as that, and when I introduce myself to folks, I would say, yes, my name is Urmain. Don't say no. Talk about Tanny and The Boys. Tanny and The Boys was, it still is the longest existing um, string band on St. Martin. I had the privilege to travel with them several occasions. I had the privilege to conduct their very first recording, the first recording called Fete. Remember Fete? I did that together with Lasana Suku from the House of Nazi. You know, we went to Holland. We played at the Cure House. Remember the Cure House in the first place? They played, and there were a lot of Germans, thousands of people. And after that, everybody wanted music, but they had no recording. They had nothing. So we discussed with Lasana. We said, listen, when we get back to St. Martin, the first thing we have to do is make a project to get these guys on tape. So we came back and we did that. We went to the studio, do the songs and so forth. You know, they have the marimba, they have the banjo, the guitars, the accordion, and the guiro. Now, most of these instruments stem from Santo Domingo, where they went, as our forefathers used to go to Santo Domingo to pick cane and work. They picked that up there. They picked up the playing of those instruments there and came back home with that, and also with that Spanish flavor of music. That's where it came from. It wasn't original St. Martin, but because of many of our forefathers went back there, they came back home with these things. Now, you don't have the young people playing these instruments. And it should be something that we should embark on to bring it back to the forefront. Right now, we have a set of young boys are doing. They have the string band, the family string band. They're doing a fantastic job. You know? But we need the little children, the 6-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, to be playing that. So that's an area that we really have to look into. You know, when it comes to the string band, because these things are of old and they're fading. If you don't continue with it, they're going to fade away, and then the next generation will have no idea what was ever there before them. Now, Culebra was a gentleman that used to dig graves or also foundations. And then you had Tanny as well. Nathaniel Davis was his name. And Culebra was Federico. He's called him Federico. And they had Maxime. Maxime was an Anguillian, actually. You had Eddie violinist and George violinist, two brothers. So, and these gentlemen over the years, you had Abrahams as well. I remember Abrahams was part of the group when we went to Holland. After you had the string band, you had conjuntos, a lot of conjuntos we had here on the island. And as we went on, everything get modernized. Then you had the bands. We had the bands, the Superfly, Creole Stars. These were great stars. Rolling Stones, you know, these are great dance bands that St. Martin had with their own particular style of music. It's very important to preserve your culture and your heritage. Very important. Remember, it is your own thing.